Hey everybody, Daniel Fusco here, and welcome to today's 2-minute message. There's this principle in the Bible called the principle of the first fruits. And the idea is that when a harvest would come, the first fruits were for God, right? Because you needed to make sure that you prioritize the right things. And obviously God is the first priority of our lives because He's God. There's only one of God. God's the most valuable person in the world. And so it's always important for us to prioritize the right things. And obviously God needs to be the top priority. But in each one of our lives, we have to make sure that we also prioritize the next set of right things. And we need to make space for those most important relationships. So don't ever forget. Give God the first fruits of your morning. Make sure you're reading the Bible, you're praying, you're spending some time with God. Second, if you're married, you need to prioritize your spouse in your marriage. The next relationship next to God is your spouse. If you have kids, guess what? After the spouse, that's the next priority. I think we live in a day and age that one of the big struggles that we have is that we have so much going on and we're not prioritizing things the right way. And if we get those priorities out of order, then it begins to break the most important things, which ultimately sabotage the things that we're prioritizing. So it's so important that we let that principle of the first fruits drive us to make sure that we are prioritizing God and then the most important relationships, and we keep everything in its proper spot so that our lives can flourish in the way that God wants us to. So this is what I do. I want you to share this message because I want everyone to prioritize God first and their spouses and their kids and make sure they have things in the proper order. And in the comment section, talk to me about how you're making sure you prioritize those most important relationships under God to really fuel living the life that God created you to live. And we'll be able to learn from one another and see the different insights as to how people are getting at these things. And so listen, let's prioritize God and the most important people in our lives the most. God bless you today.